race that we are going to be seeing here, looks like they just took off those starting blocks, is going to be the men's youth straight for Final A. In lane 3, we have Kensington Community. In lane 4, St. Catharines. In lane 5, we have Buffalo. In lane 6, Litchfield Hills. And I love this. It's almost a competition on shore here. And in lane 7, RSR Elite.
55 seconds into the race now. We do have a clean start. Almost all crews still connected. A little bit of a steering correction here in lane 7, RSR Elite. But as we go back up again to the tip of the chevron, again, the crews with the fastest times out of the heats in the center lanes. We will look at Buffalo RC in lane 5 as our current leader, but again, not by much, because just behind them is St. Catharines and Litchfield Hills in lanes 4 and 6, already challenging, half overlapping, and on the move. So again, we are not far into this race, and we almost have a 3 to 4 boat race. Trailing just behind them is Kensington Community RC, and that is in lane 3. Still bow to stern on the top 3 crews. RSR Elite in lane 7 has fallen off the pack just a little bit. But right now we are looking at Buffalo in lane 5 as our current leader.
I'm smiling a little bit right now because I love a solid, good race between boats. And the crew may like to be way out ahead. Coaches may like them to be way out ahead. It is really fun to watch rowing that is neck and neck right beside each other. And from my perspective as a coxswain, too, I love being in those types of races as well. And so here we go. This is a great view right here of that blue boat, which I believe is going to be your Litchfield Hills boat in lane 6. Love it. And then in lane 5, currently leading the pack, is that Buffalo boat. And we are 2 minutes and 50 seconds into this race. Both boats still bow ball to bow ball exchanging. I want to say they're both right around the same stroke rate. Litchfield Hills maybe slightly above that Buffalo crew. No, I think they're both right around that same stroke rate, actually. And so this is going to be fun to watch who is able to make that boat move right now.
Yeah, I actually have Buffalo at a 38 and Litchfield at a 35. So
there you go.
Little bit different there. That Buffalo crew, again, is just really going for it. Again, very interesting configuration. We are seeing a traditional rig here. That is a port stroke rig, but also with a bucket. Lots of buckets going on in these fours. Very interesting configurations that we're seeing. So traditional rig there. But as we get distracted by the rig here, we are keeping an eye on Litchfield, who has suddenly made a move to pull up even to Buffalo in lane 5. And that was just as I spoke in the last few seconds. Litchfield is definitely on the hunt here. So now those two are even. That is Buffalo and Litchfield in lanes 5 and 6, vying for that first place spot. That is the gold and silver up for grabs.
And this is where those crews are going to have to stay relaxed, very much poised in their boat, and then make that decisive move.
Well, what I love to see too, to your point, is the maturity of these crews and being able to do the harder thing when things get difficult. And what I mean by that is when things get tough, when you're going head to head and you're side by side with another crew like this in a race, a lot of times the harder thing to do is actually loosen up, lengthen out a little bit more. When the easy thing to do is to tighten up, shorten up, put a little bit more power on it. You start ripping water rather than lengthening out, loosening up. So the harder thing to do is actually the right thing to do in this case.
It's very counterintuitive sometimes.
It really is. It really is. It takes a lot of practice to be able to do that. And so when we see that out here with these crews, especially in the youth crews, very impressive.
And it does look like right now that Buffalo crew has taken a little bit on the Litchfield crew. They are at a little bit higher stroke rate right here. So it's going to be interesting in this final 500 meters to see what both of these crews have left in the tank.
Yeah, that's right. And again, that speaks to the fitness, doesn't it? So as we come into the last 500, we're looking at Buffalo really making a strong push here against Litchfield Hills, really making that decisive closing remark here and just saying, hey, you know what? Enough. Enough is enough. So we have Buffalo here starting to walk away, bow to stern now to Litchfield Hills. We'll see if Litchfield responds, but right now Buffalo is still on the move.
Yeah, you see that nice, powerful mid-drive through that finish coming in from Buffalo. And we're going to see if Litchfield has any response here to come back at them. But right now, Buffalo is pulling away.
That's right, and we'll see them momentarily here. The Buffalo crew in this black shell, black unisuits, sort of the dark knights of this race here. Buffalo slicing right through the middle of the pack to come in first. Again, right in the middle of all 5 of these crews to secure the gold. Again, barring no disasters, but we do have Litchfield trailing back just a little bit now. Not sure if they have the real estate to make that up. And you can hear the roars of the crowd here. Again, Buffalo RC stroked by Von Kramer in lane 5. Perhaps the bucket hat is what did it for them.
100%. But anyways, here is your Buffalo in lane 5. Taking this sprint all the way to the finish, moving that boat faster every single stroke. This is so much fun to see these crews, and there Litchfield is pushing that rate up, continuing to accelerate and propel that boat to secure that second place position. But this race ended up being about Buffalo. Followed right there